Good morning. It's your girl, Miss B, host of the B Mix Radio Show. I am live on Radio Fire, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Get familiar. No, we took a little break on May the 25th. You know, it was Memorial Day weekend, okay? But we're back, and I want to say thank you so much to my last guest live. He was here on May the 18th. His single dropped on May the 21st, One Way. So I need y'all to go and get familiar with my God. We had a good show live. I mean, we actually did a prayer on my show. I think that is so lit. I loved it. Every minute of it. Because if anybody follow me on Facebook, y'all know I'll be putting the scriptures and stuff up there. So that was just so good for me. So shout out to live. I want y'all to get familiar with Need God as well, because I know he's going to release Need God right after One Way. Today, they're actually doing a prayer walk. They're doing a prayer walk 701 Cherry Hill Road. And it started at 11:30, so it's going on now. Y'all can get out there and support live. And I want to say there's a few other people that I think he's supporting as well. So if you go to 701 Cherry Hill, go out there, show live and his crew some love. Shout out to his management, Vicky and Everett. Team is lit. They're definitely going to be, you're going to see more of them and us working together. I'm planning the back to school giveaway. Okay, so if y'all are interested, let me know. Send inquiries to thebmix@gmail.com. And it's just going to be, I want to do maybe a few performances, 2 or 3, 4 performances, some speakers, and of course give away book bags. In the book bags is whatever someone wants to step up and sponsor, along with pens, pencils, calculator, things of that nature. But just give them an experience and some good words to go back to school. I think it would be really cool. And I kind of got some venues already kind of like lined up. So I'm going to come with more information very soon about the back to school giveaway that I'm excited about, and hopefully y'all can be a part of it. And I'm looking for August. So stay tuned for the date in August, okay? So live, Need God, One Way, coming at you. It's out right now. I think he's on he's released on all platforms, okay? Tidal, Spotify, iTunes. I don't know if I said Tidal right.
Title.
Alright, get familiar with live. Shout outs to Mirror's Lighthouse. I just thought I owned it.
Platform.
I always mess it. I butcher. Oh, y'all know I butcher this. But this off the dome though, okay? It's all off the dome. Shout out to Mirror's Lighthouse, one of my sponsors. She is lit. She promotes inner beauty. Don't be validated by this stuff, but it does make you feel good. You can get some easy, quick strips, or you can get the extensions, and she also sells hair as well. So get familiar with Mirror's Lighthouse. She's on IG. I'm a brand ambassador for Mirror's Lighthouse. So you can even hit me up if you want to know how to get in touch with Mirror's Lighthouse. So right now, and this here is Raleigh and Amber. I think next week I'm going to try Amber. There's so many styles. So get familiar with Mirror's Lighthouse. And commercial. I'm back. So I have my guest here today. I know, right? I did my whole I have Theory. She is a songwriter. She is a producer. She's actually a singer as well. She brought her friend. I don't know if it's her best friend. They can introduce their relationship as well. How about that?
BFFs.
Y'all BFFs?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Theory. Take this. Go. You got it.
Me and Jay met. Did we meet at Sweet Heat? I don't remember. But we met because Jay's a DJ, so she started just being like my DJ and stuff like that.
All right, we're going to introduce, I want her to introduce herself.
What DJ Jay Sincere?
DJ Jay Sincere. Introduce yourself too.
Oh, my name is Only1Theory. I am a singer, songwriter, artist, producer. A vibe, I guess. Engineer, yeah. A lot of different things.
How long now? For the people who don't know, tell us about your journey. What inspired you to, was it Missy Elliott? You know, she
I love Missy Elliott.
Who inspired Theory?
For me, I grew up in a real jazzy household. So probably a lot of the early music for me was a lot of Sade and Michelle. That's probably like my first, as like a kid and baby and stuff. And then my mom, she listened to rap and stuff like that. But I don't know, she kept it cute. But Missy was like one of her favorites, so definitely Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Said your mom kept it cute. Shout out to mommy. My mom keep it cute too.
I low-key felt like she was listening to ratchet music, but didn't want us to know.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Maybe she was.
Tell us about your sound your sound is different. If y'all don't know, right now, You is out, Lifestyle is out, Tattoo is out. But they're not, are they all new or how long?
Those songs are probably like a year old at this point. Like, well, Lifestyle isn't. That's pretty recent. And then I recorded You last summer.
Okay.
We did the video for it though in March. So thank you to my team, everybody who blessed me with that amazing visuals. It's crazy. Yeah, so now I'm doing. You heard the song that worked.
I was texting you like, girl, you got something here. The visuals is slick. So just you write your own music, of course.
Yes, I do. I actually have moved away from writing. I write poems, and I write, but not my songs. Like my songs, they have to kind of come through like a stream of consciousness, and I have to be in the moment or in that vibe. And I think about now when I record, I look at who's watching me. So I meditate and I visualize what people see when they look at me on stage, and I kind of come from that place, like amplification, like I guess like amplified. So that's where I be coming from.
You're the only artist that went there with me, like even in the studio, who's present matters.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Like the presence is definitely powerful, but because of the vibe and the energy. Like at the end of the day, music itself is their frequencies, and they impact us in so many ways, whether we know it or not. Everything is a frequency, TV, radio. So what I do is now I put intention to it and make sure that the purest of intentions comes through.
So for you, it was more about trying to embody, like everybody getting that relatable feeling about this song could be about you. I mean,
right.
So tell us what you was thinking about with You.
Oh,
I like the visuals. They lit. Go to YouTube. It's on the right now.
You is like all of my music is like it's hella personal.
Okay.
Like now I'm getting into the point where I can make party songs and stuff like that. But You itself, I was going through a lot. I felt like I was even low-key depressed when I did that song, not because of relationship type things, which when you're not really gelling, sometimes that hurts your feelings, but my feelings were more or less hurt with music itself, like the industry, the business, what I had gone through. It hurt my feelings, and rather than, I got to the point where I was going to pack up my laptop and be like cry it out. But Lee was like, you've been through too much, I refuse, like pull out your laptop, and what I did was I kind of channeled all of that. So that music comes from a real pure place. But now I know how to like really
focus it.
Right.
And channel it and direct it.
Right. And how to really use the voice. Like I know how to use my voice better.
And that took time. Like talk to the artists or the singers that don't know how to use their voice, or trying to get to a point where they like, oh, I got my voice down pat.
I feel like if people like Beyonce still do vocal work every day, what makes, like, why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it is a God-given gift, and it is a talent, and it is something that I guess the ancestors passed down to me. That's why I have the voice. But at the end of the day, anything without action is dead. So you have to cultivate and develop, and it does take time. It takes time to even have confidence in it, like.
You're going to be doing this radio thing. It took time. I was back in the backseat like,
yeah, you got it though. You good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let's get to it. You got You Out Lifestyles. Was it like an EP or LP, or you release them different times? Like what at different times when you releasing the music?
What I want to do right now is just be very consistent in what I release and drop, like just drop music consistently, because when people go to search Only1Theory, what's happened is I was in a few situations prior to where I gave away my power and didn't even realize I was giving it away. So other people were kind of in control of what they shouldn't have been in control of. So they had the ability to take music down or not do what it was supposed to do with it.
Let me stop you here. I think y'all don't understand. She worked with Yo Gotti. You worked with Flo Rida. You worked with Sean. Yeah, I had that on the note. Sean Paul. You just recently was worked with the beautiful Ashanti.
Yeah, well, see, that's a blesser right there, because that's like a part of like her team. That's a crazy.
All right, we're gonna stop on Ashanti
right there.
But you had some bad situations happen prior to working with these artists and between working with these artists, right?
Right.
So you saying that? That's what I'm just trying to clear the air, is how you got to the place where you was like, where you were talking about as far as some things happen, people took control with some things. All right, go ahead. Boom. I just wish I know what I'm sitting next to. Okay. All right. You got to clear it.
Yeah, people had they just had a lot of hands in a lot of different stuff, and it's easy to get so excited when you have a lot of major labels or people who claim that they are what they are. At the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. If somebody can move something, you'll see it move. If they can't, what they do is they try to move you. They try to push you to become what they need you to be in order to move them forward. And as an artist, you have to kind of know the difference between the two. You have to understand when you're helping and people are working with you, as opposed to when people are kind of working to, push themselves, or, it's a different feeling, and you know it. You know when it's real. So, yeah.
So lifestyle's more recent.
Yes.
So that's fun. So what's up with Fall Back and Tattoo?
Fall Back was the very first song. So basically, I had been recording music for months, and it was supposed to be presented to labels and things like that. And what happened was, right when the meetings and stuff were supposed to set up, I had a so-called person who was wanted to be my manager, and we kind of had something where it was in place, like, okay, we'll work to get this thing accomplished. But when it came down for the contract was just crazy. And then I found out that him and the so-called A&R was not really my A&R. They were really working together to try to create a situation for themselves that I was not aware of. So the producer that I was working with was like, well, if you don't sign or pay this, then your songs are done. So all of that music was gone. That was like about 6-7 songs. The songs that I did with the other guy, which was like about 10 songs, those were done. So it's like, Fall Back was the song where I cried, and I was like, man, it's you. Like, I realized it wasn't them. It was just, all I had to do was just focus on me. Just focus on music and just do what I do, and focus on reprogramming my mind and manifesting what I really want to see. And that's what I'm seeing now.
She's so... I cannot with you. I cannot. Tattoo. You just got a tattoo last night.
I did. Ooh, shout out to my girl Raj. Points of expression. Raj hooked me up.
Yo, I want her on the show.
Raj,
stop playing,
so
Raj.
Look, she lit this joint.
Yo, she hit me up, but she ain't never followed back up.
She's lit.
Yo, I want her.
Raj is my girl. She did Lover Girl.
That's okay, Raj.
Yeah. I will.
All right.
I'm gonna see Raj tonight. Raj gonna hook some color up on this joint. I honestly got tapped out. She asked me if I want them in crema.
I'm the phone, y'all. I had these little teeny symbols, y'all. Everybody want to know.
But B, those are stickers, but I ain't gonna lie. You a soldier for that.
Look, the guy who was giving to me, he was like, do a love and not a fight out. I was like, don't tell nobody. So what's up with Tattoo? You got you. Is that more recent or been a while for
that? I recorded that one like September last year. Yeah, my homeboy. Well, it's crazy. One of my greatest producers. He's so dope. I never even met him in person. His name is Siggy.
What's up, Siggy?
Yeah, SB95. I think he's in Toronto now, but he's from Iceland, and I actually stayed in Iceland for a while, which is crazy. But he has that. He has a different type of sound, like Euro. That's why it has like that. It just sounds different, and that's what I like.
So tell us about what you like. How your sound is different.
Yeah.
With the track going on, R&B still won't always be lit.
Yeah.
Hip hop is always going to be a big influence over society. Tell us about your sound in your genre, because I don't think you really have a specific genre. It's Let's get into that.
I'm creating my own genre. Like, I call that joint Wave and B. And like that, let me tell you what.
Keep it real, man.
Yeah, because it's like
Wave and B. Y'all heard it first on the V-Mix.
I'm telling you,
Wait,
if y'all hear this,
it's been on the V-Mix.
you know where
Wave
it
and
came
B.
from.
Right.
Yeah, because one thing I realized is I'm not the type of person to fit in. I kind of have to do my own thing and like everything. Like my voice is great, but it's like I'm not a traditional singer. Like I was in choir. I used to lip sync. Well, for one, because I was sleepy. I always been a sleepyhead. But number two, it's just I don't know. Like I got the essence from it, but it was something else there. And then I like rap music and that whole type of feel. But my voice was never like rapper. Jay knows I have rap songs where I just like straight rap.
She can actually rap.
Like I love rapping.
Like, she's dope at rapping.
That's how
she
it started.
Just put her focus more into singing.
Yeah.
She's like ill rapper, you know.
Thank
like,
And you dope at DJing, right?
Oh,
So what's
Jay
up?
is
How long you been doing this? Since finally got
Yes.
Right.
So they heard the talking.
So your relationship with Theory became sex. Was y'all doing sex together? The music was it like a music relationship
It
first?
bonded over music first, and then it was like, you know how you just meet people and your energy just connects
Facts.
automatically. And then
Facts.
we didn't plan on having like a friendship and stuff like that. But
Right.
definitely immediately developed into that, and it never went away.
You know how I knew I admired her? We went to Miami and I saw Jay and she was in a circle and she had like a bunch of bad and just all around her. I was like,
Bad bitches.
I
Theory
like
said
her.
shit.
there's something about Jay. I like Jay, right? That's how I knew I was like, Jay the one. That's my age right there.
That's fine.
I already know from her vibe. She always just like was good people from her.
And then you figured out that she found out that she was a DJ. Is that how it happened?
I actually knew
Well,
she
she
was
knew,
a,
yeah.
I knew she was
so
a DJ.
how long you been doing it?
In the club since 04.
Oh, so I don't know who I'm sitting next to, y'all!
I've been around for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I started when I was 18 probably, actually, but then I just did it as a hobby.
It was a hobby.
But I was playing like at like little house parties and stuff like that, just having fun with it, you know what I'm saying? And I was working for like 93 and UGC and stuff like that, and then from me doing all those little parties or whatever, a promoter kept blowing me up, so I've been looking for a female DJ and your name keep coming up. And I said, I don't know why you calling me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby for me. I'm just chilling. They're like, no. Every time I talk to people, your name pops up. So
Diamond just said that. Diamond said, I heard of you.
No.
And Diamond lit, so.
Yeah, but that's how I filter into the same. Yeah.
So, do every DJ know how to mix? Or no, I need to have this conversation because I want to feature all the artists that have been on my show as a playlist, and I reach out to dude. Oh, damn! I ain't no shots. I'm not all y'all, but I need to know this. Or what makes a DJ? Should I say that better than what I said before?
I mean,
should all DJs?
From my perception, it's about your ear. You feel me? Like,
okay.
And your relevance to the crowd and stuff like
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of DJs.
It's not about mixing. That's more of a producer.
No, it is about mixing too. You gotta know how to blend songs together, know how to, you got how you transfer your song, you know what I'm saying? Like, all your transitions is key, you know what I'm saying? About whether you're gonna keep people up, knock them down, you know what I'm saying? It changed the whole vibe of a party based on your transition as a DJ. I respect those that started on vinyl. I started on vinyl, but the DJs right now, they got it
real
super
DJ
easy right now because they can look at a laptop and look at the waves and the BPMs and it does the work for you. You used to have to do it all by ear. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you start always by ear.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think my playlist lit. I'll put them songs in order. What y'all talking about? Even though it wasn't me, I ain't produced
Sure,
it,
got
but
the ear.
that's lit. No, that's lit.
Yeah, Jay.
Okay.
Jay is lit.
But with Theory though, the reason why, I stayed connected with her was for one, our energy, you know what I'm saying, connected, and I'm real big on keeping good people around. You know what I'm saying? Like I noticed that she's a very genuine person, a good spirit and stuff like that. She inspires me on a lot too, you know what I'm saying? But I just naturally had that support in her, you know what I'm saying? And of course she got to give. but I'm gonna do whatever I can to push stuff out there as well for her, you know.
They make me happy.
So what do you think of the state of the DJs right now in the DMV? Yo, I ain't messing with Sincere. Look at me, I ain't right. I'm so peaceful.
I just take the value of the DJ right now.
What you mean?
It's devalued. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the promoters nowadays would like to take somebody who will play for $50 all night versus somebody who is actually a quality DJ.
Yeah.
It's all about, you know what I'm saying, just saving a buck instead of the whole vibe of your party.
How do people want to pay though for quality period?
I don't understand because at the end of the day,
nothing.
have always
Shows,
been
interviews,
parties
nothing.
from the DJs. Not from the promoter, not from the bartender, you know what I'm saying? Like, without the DJ, it's like, come on, yo.
And the host.
And the host.
They don't want to pay host fees either.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to pay artists to perform.
You feel me?
But you know what? You gonna come and you gonna get a show. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be out there giving you sexual chocolate. Because at the end of the show, y'all gonna have to up that. I ain't lying. Nah, but people don't though.
Honor to have you. I pay for a DJ. I mean, it's gonna be a budget.
Y'all can really pay me in food stamps. If you take me to Patapsco, give me some crabs. Take me and give me some crabs. No, straight.
EPs and LPs and albums. You have not released one yet, have you?
You know what? I did. I had one called Truth Lies Seduction. It got taken down. But since then I haven't I'm actually building something really
When are you? Can we expect any album?
Yes. It's an album. Actually, I'm dropping an EP, and it's going to be called Blame It On My Lifestyle. And it's going to be a few volumes because I want something where people can basically grow with me. Because where this is right now, I'm so excited.
It should be.
So excited. I even mentioned like the overseas thing. I wanted to say that even about you. So that song was actually debuted in France with the company Window France. So even like, out here, it's like they have a whole different vibe out there, like what they like musically. So
yeah, your sound is just epic. I love it. I heard, I was like, this is one of the songs. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I appreciate it.
So your sound is different. Did that deter you from anything with the sound being they want trap, they want certain sound?
Yeah,
they want
that deterred me.
Did that deter you?
Yes, very much so. Like, I'm still kind of like a baby to all of, like, not a baby to music, but a baby to this, just because I played music my whole life. I was the one that was in the school band. I played the trumpet. I always had music and just around me. I produced in high school, college, and things like that on my laptop. I'm sorry.
I ain't lying no right way.
I ain't learning none of that. I need the straight, easy route. Like, no, I'm the Google, YouTube, like, for real.
It's a question, the same
but
thing.
Now I'm learning theory. Like, but I know music theory just from being in a band. And so I guess I have had that
experience.
Right, that background to build and develop because you have to know it. And now it's just like, this is...
You're excited?
But not, I'm excited.
But even with singers, right? Let's bring up the Lil Mo.
Yes.
It was a Queen Naya, and they say how she don't have a voice for it.
Mm-hmm.
Your voice isn't this, it's not giving this, and she's like, well, look, that little, how do you feel about a lot of strong singers or the singers that's just like powerhouse? Not to say that your singer is not powerhouse, but that's how some of them think, not all of them.
Yeah.
With that genre and that energy that's happening with singers now, like you gotta sound like this, or how did that deter you?
No, I feel like even.
I ain't gonna think.
That's a great question. Go ahead, Jay. You go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I mean, just speaking
speaking
about her and her talents is like, to me, those one genres can't affect her because she's one of those artists that are very rare. Like, she could fit in house music, she could fit in hip hop, the trap sound, she could fit in R&B. You feel me? Like, she literally could fit any genre. You know what I'm saying? She got pop songs, like, serious, and it's not many artists that can do that. Those artists can only be in that one lane. So that's when you had that threat when you're restricted. You
That's deep. Damn, I guess
You got anything to say now?
No.
I mean, it's just true.
Thank you. They kept that. Hey. That's like dope.
My show is to let people know fear is to be defeated.
Ooh.
Because my show is entrepreneurship. My show is
Yes.
I've always been, I don't think everybody gonna call me the underdog, but I was a tomboy. I had the eczema, but I still could get niggas.
Okay.
You know, I was the girl that didn't do what the girls did. The girls didn't like me because I could get the guy. So I'm like, yo, I got all these niggas around me. You don't want to come fuck with me. Like, how you like, yo, you got the, no, this is like, no, bitch, fuck you. And I'm like, come through, I got these niggas. No.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I was always the one, like, I had to figure out, like, when I got into radio, I had people put security guards in front of me, different radio hosts, because they didn't want to acknowledge me. Like, they was like, this my lane, go away. Like, so what I've been through in this radio game, it's important to ask these questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the door shut in my face, and they're like, what you gonna do with it? I'm out. I'm like, you sure you don't want to be on this team? You don't want to be on this team?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I see y'all later.
Yeah.
So it's these questions is for the people who felt like me or had that fear. That fear, we gotta defeat that fear in this community.
You know what? And
you know, like,
fear is so it's so ingrained in us. We don't even realize it. We're constantly being. So my name is Theory. It's only one Theory, but it's Theory for like that's a real name like that. I've always had my whole life just because I guess I've been thinking about crazy shit.
everything in perspective.
But yeah, like we're so constantly bombarded with things all day that just incite fear in us, and you really have to reprogram your mind. That's some real things. Like you're hearing it more and more because I feel like people are starting to realize what it is, like you said, and you're right, like that has to.
So that never deterred you, pretty much. Like, and what do you do when it do deter you? What do you do to keep it moving?
It did deter me for like not deter me. It deterred me as far as knowing myself. But when you hear the term "know thyself," it is so powerful because when you know yourself, you honestly don't give a fuck. Like honestly, I don't care at this point. Like I feel like you rock with it or you don't. Like you know you like it or you just you know, or it's not your cup of tea. And I think the beautiful thing about being an artist nowadays is people want the artist. Like they want you to just be you. People know when you're trying to be something else. People know when they're because you could look at something and you be like, yo, that's fraud. Like that, it doesn't even look right. It don't feel right. So that's all I'm gonna do.
We're gonna go on a commercial break. We're going to listen to you real quick.
Yeah.
I think Diamond might throw lifestyles behind it.
Yay.
And then we want to come back. I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to get into what you actually like, Yo Gotti. We're going to get into Florida.
Okay.
You said you never performed over the West Coast. We're going to get into why and what's your plans for the West Coast. So we're going to come back. Wait, it's coming. I need you to introduce the video. He's going to put the finger up when it's going to go. You introduce the video. You tell us what's up. And we're going to talk some ish behind the scenes. See, y'all get all this stuff. Y'all better watch your mouth though. Don't tell us what we be there to talk this shit.
Let me throw my line.
We've been drinking, don't have we? I've been drinking. So we're going to go into you.
Hey, I don't know the words, but I can sing to you. Maybe I can sing to you in the way you like. Hey.
What? I didn't know Jay. I had no when Jay hit. Look, this is off the record. This is about to go into you. When she put the story, she's like, I'm coming through. I said, she coming through. Okay, come through. But then you sitting, I'm like, who am I sitting next to now? I know. She's
I know Jay.
93.9. She's been deep. You've been doing your thing.
Oh,
that's what's up. Thank you
yes.
for coming through. Thank you for wanting to come through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's up.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about my boy Jamal.
Shout out to Jamal Smith. Shout out to Jamal Smith.
Go to the B-Mix. Go to the B-Mix.
Yeah, Jamal is lit. Jamal has been a part of this culture for a very long time. He's been a part of it, so he has seen it. He knows who fit with what. He can put like, this person should.
Yeah.
So he lit. Shout out to Jamal. I know he got this thing going on with the Baltimore media. Mm-hmm. He's trying to correlate certain things. So get familiar with something I think he got coming up soon. So go over and follow JS Wants the Supplier, right?
Yeah, JS.
It's off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's Libby.
Stop playing with me. Y'all better pay me my fees. Like, oh, But as long as you're familiar, introduce this song. He going right into it. We'll be talking to you.
This is my new music video, You, directed by Gary Sharpton. It's a major production. Thank you with those friends, but yeah, check it out. It's super lit. I hope you all enjoy it. You, live minutes. So basically,
G-Point, dim lights, that's when I met you. Late day, long nights, something we both knew. Hard times, get by, baby, I'll keep you.
I want others to voice come to you too.
I die right by you. It's meant to be, will be. Let it go, don't leave. I feel your rage, I feel your rage, I feel your rage. You don't trust me anymore. I found pieces of
you don't understand how much we try to holler at that. No, I used to say no like the everything like this. And other people was like, walking by, I was like, this is good.
I ain't regular show in like forever. But you got me.
when I just want you to stay. G-Point, dim lights, that's when I met you. Late day, long nights, something we both knew. Hard times, get by, baby, I'll keep you by my side till I die right by you. It's meant to be, will be.
I'm so over this.
Let it go.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I feel your rage, I feel your rage, I feel your rage. And you see through me open doors. How you say don't want this no more. How you say that you getting played. Now I feel like it's the same. 'Cause you are the one I love. And I'll never break that trust. You treat me as when I just want you to stay.
Alright, okay. Dolly out of the microphone.
Hard times get by, baby,
No, y'all got too
I'll
much
keep you
suspicious thing.
by my side till I die right by you. G-Point, dim lights, that's when
I ain't shout out to good villains. I ain't shout out to my boy C. My boy C with the good villains. Thank you for my tea.
baby, I'll keep you by
Thank you
my
for
side
my
till
tea.
I die right
Thank
by
you.
you.
I'm giving a shout out. Thank you for my tea, good villain. You know what I'm saying? He hooked me up though. He hooked me up with my t-shirt. He got a lot of merch.
Oh, Steph, I see you, Brad.
Boy C.
Look at Steph.
Feel me?
Steph, say hey to Jay. Just like he did.
Coming back, B.
My homie said, what's up, guys? Gary, take us up, dog.
What's up? What's good, Sean?
DJ Sincere. I didn't know I was sitting next to all these legends.
Look at Steph.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Look at Steph. Steph, I love you, bro. I'm gonna call you back, Steph. We got 30 seconds before the radio show.
Yeah, don't make me jealous, Steph. Don't do that.
Yeah. Steph, I'm too ready. Alright, I'm gonna call. Alright, I will. Okay, thank you. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, coming back.
All my old stuff.
Mic is hot.
But
The mic is hot. Coming in.
I want to say Miss Ware. I don't know what I was going with that. It's your girl, Miss V. Host of the Music's radio show. I am here with DJ Jay Sincere. I think I said it right.
She's so sincere.
Only1Theory. Shout out to Good Villain. Shout out to my boy Feeve. Get familiar with Good Villain. He got a lot of merch. He got his merch for the ladies right now. And he hooked me up with this nice little pink one because my colors is pink. So I actually ran into him. Shout out to Chris. Happy birthday to all the Geminis out here. Okay, we in full effect. Yes, my crazy asses and y'all love it. Okay. I'm just funny up just to say I am having a birthday party. It is invite only. It will be out DC. Hit me up at 410-929-6291 and say RSVP. That's if you want the address, because I'm not putting the address out there because y'all not all invited. Okay? Alright. And then, again, shout out to Fee for this Good Villain joint, you feel me? I want y'all to go and get familiar with his merch. And I already said Mirror's Lighthouse. Shout out to Lives, so this prayer walk is today. And I got my girl Theory here, and we was talking about she's working on her EP. She said she's going to release an EP. Why do you think dropping singles is important? Because that changed over the years. They used to back in the day put out an album, and that's all you got for about 4 or 5 years. You just going over each song, each lyric, all the producers who had a part of this song. Because you ain't going to get no music for a while. But now it's like the music is boom, boom, boom. You dropped out singles. Like, tell us about why you feel like the singles can still work.
Well, nowadays I feel like the industry, the music has changed so much. The industry has changed so much, and nowadays it's about having a platform to be able to drop an EP. Like now I have the right following. Now I have the right type of thing, because unfortunately you could put out something that is amazing, and when you go to really push it, at the end of the day, people care about numbers. People understand, like, algorithms run this. Like, algorithms are running this show. It's just computer, like, just like basically everything's being run through computers. I don't know if people watch Empire, but it's like basically how on Empire the nerdy guy took over the label and things like that, and he was making decisions based on algorithms. Like, I'm not going to drop this song because the data says that it's going to do well over here. People are not just dropping albums and seeing, like, they're not dropping albums and seeing how they're going to do or how people are going to rock with them. They already have predetermined things set out. Okay. So basically, like now it's like now I'm in a position to be able to drop it because now I have the right things in place. Like now I have the team and everything is kind of like put together in a vision. Like Jay just gave me this wild vision for that work. I'm excited for this, but now you have, like I had a marketing company, the people who can make it be what it's supposed to be. Like, and I think that's important for artists to understand. Drop singles. Like at least get people listening to your stuff. So even if they don't rock with it, they know it. There's just so much stuff that people don't rock with, but we listen to it every day, and it eventually becomes a part of us because we hear it so much. So that's, if I could say anything, that's why, and that's the reason why I haven't up until this point.
Smart and strategic.
Yeah.
I think they're missing that strategic part in this whole industry.
Oh, it's all strategy.
I think people are like, I'm gonna start a podcast, I'm just do it. Yeah, it's cool. Do you know the business behind starting a podcast if you really wanted to stick?
Oh, let me tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It's more than just talking on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
It's strategic.
Everything has to be right. That's what it is. It's your business.
Right.
At the end of the day, people take you as seriously as you take yourself. Absolutely. You're going to do it.
How important is entrepreneurship to you?
Oh, it's everything. Entrepreneurship actually is so much deeper than just owning a business. It is actually very powerful for where we are in the state of America. I think the more that we own and have it is a very powerful thing. A very powerful thing.
I have entrepreneurs that come on the show from the House of Diamonds. Shout out to House of Diamonds. June the 15th is the feature of the Entrepreneur of the Month. Miss Sonia _24 on IG. I want to say she does organic relaxation rubs and stuff like that. So she's going to be on the show on June 15th.
No.
So because I think people the fear with the entrepreneurship comes into play as well.
Fear, yeah.
It's just sucks. Yo Gotti, Florida. How did you run into Yo Gotti, Florida, Sean Paul? How did that happen? And like last summer, Ashanti.
I met a leprechaun who introduced me to these. No,
How did this happen?
I don't take it back. But those people, I met them through somebody that I really wasn't. I thought I was working with this person, but then I wasn't. They basically were in the industry and had some ties into a label and things like that, but I didn't understand the business or the way it works, so I kind of made things too easy. And then with the Ashanti, and even just meeting her, that was really, I would say that was an intentional manifestation. Lyft had, I got an email. Basically, I've been setting intentions and meditating and praying and asking for certain things to happen in my life, certain breakthroughs. And I focused all of my attention on just making music and working on my sound and learning who I was. And I got an email from Lyft, and basically they wanted to know my story. I told them my story. And yeah, they ended up bringing it on. The producers contacted me and wanted to make it a big thing. And at the very end of it, they did a few interviews with me. They brought me to the radio station. And they said,
Lyft had a radio station.
what? Lyft is
Lyft like that.
Yeah, Lyft, they have everything. They have a whole media thing. Like,
Yo, Lyft.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, they hooked me up. I got my little 25% off all rides and stuff like that. Like, they're dope. But like, basically what they did was they did kind of like a Make-A-Wish Foundation. I don't know. They brought Ashanti on. So she walked the door and I was like, yo.
What the hell is happening right now?
Because they asked me who I listened to when I was a kid. And
What's your boy?
come on now.
Yeah, that's just okay.
Yeah,
She be like,
it wasn't one day
Yeah,
I did
that's
go
hard.
to school didn't hear
Alright,
that. You know what I'm saying? Like every day to school, that's just what it was. Like, and that album, like, she just was dope. So they asked my major influences and things like that, and I met her, and we just sat across from each other, and she listened to my music, and while she was listening to my music, the people, they had it set up so that the people,
Can
her
hear it
people
too.
could hear it too. And as we were leaving, her mom was super cool, momager. And as we were leaving, she hooked me up with some things from her clothing line and stuff like that. And basically, they were like, if you want to know somebody, he's the person. It's Steph, the way with the toes out on the beach. Shout out to Steph.
Hey, he did call
And T on that right now.
Hey, what's up, people? What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? And that's really how everything really started happening. Even with the music video, and Gary, just even him knowing the director Gary Sharpin, who's actually in the movie. He does movies and he directed the music video.
That you see.
Yeah, so it's just.
So Ashanti is really pretty in person.
Yeah, she looks the same.
She's really cute.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So everybody you met, so Yo Gotti, how he look in person? Is he short?
Yes,
He look like a dwarf.
short, very short.
I'm sorry, Yo Gotti, I like some of your little Jordan girl.
I think most people are super short.
Who's the tallest you met?
Tallest that
Sean Paul, right? Is he short?
he's not that tall. 2
What?
Chainz is legit tall.
So you done toured West Coast. You haven't toured West Coast.
No, I want to go.
So what's
on
your
the
plans
West
for the
Coast.
West Coast?
Jay got a master plan.
What's
She
your
broke
plan?
it up.
You don't
She
know
broke it down.
But you plan to hit West Coast.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to the West
Okay, y'all
Coast
playing very soon.
Very,
Okay.
very soon.
All right. Okay. So who would you work with that you haven't worked with? Celebrity, local, whoever. Like, who would you work with right now?
Honestly, I feel like I would work with anybody that's just dope and is a vibe.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, being a celebrity just means that you were able to stay consistent enough to be able to build a certain platform, and you were able to be empowered enough to draw people into what you have done. That's really all it is. As long as, because when you set your intention and you manifest things, basically you're just amplifying yourself. And I'll tell you offline what a music producer told me that really changed me. I'm gonna tell you right here,
Yeah.
because I feel like the most powerful thing we could do is share jewels and share with each other, and a lot of times we don't do that. But
What's up with that?
I don't know, fear. I not only that, I think people not confident in themselves. Because if you feel like somebody's competition for you, you're not gonna be confident. I don't even care about that.
Right.
But what he told me was, all the artists is my mommy. All the artists is you're a reflection of the average person amplified. You're a larger than life version of your audience. That's it. So when you see artists and they're like like people look at them because they're like, that's the shit. I would never, like they in their heads so when you see an artist, that's what you see. You get a larger than life version of you, and that's what it takes to basically bring you. Like when people see you, you're a whole, like, you know, you're doing your thing, they relate to you and they just see that version of themselves in you, and you just amplify it.
Ooh.
That's what you do. Yeah.
Mix.
That's what it is. Yeah.
New project.
That's a jewel. I got that from. I ain't gonna tell you who I got that from, but this man has a Grammy. He has Emmys.
I'm glad you shared.
It changed my life when he told me that.
New projects, events coming up. I know something coming up.
June 8th. Y'all make sure y'all come. Yep. Saturday at
10:15 lounge.
10:15
Lounge in DC. I have another event.
And I'm gonna show my ass.
Perform it. Oh, 1015 Lounge Street.
Yeah.
My girl Theory.
It's on 7th Street.
7th Street, DC. Theory is performing.
I'm gonna show my ass.
You play.
If y'all came to Pride, y'all know what type of time I'm on. I don't have no time. I'm taking shirts off.
You doing all that?
I'm doing all that. I'm doing all of that. Trust me. You get me.
Oh, you want to be set?
I ain't doing all that.
You know what?
But I ain't doing all
She'll be
that.
like,
That's what I'm saying.
With me and Jay, when we start doing Vegas shows, that's what Jay, I feel like Jay is
She
going
was
to
all-
champagne. I really want Jay to show her ass. Like, I can't wait for that part.
Not yet. I might then.
She will do it.
So we got into what inspired your sound, didn't we? We got into that.
Love.
Yeah. We didn't get into who be sliding your DMs in your dating life. We didn't get into that. If you wanted to, would you give any dating advice, or how you feel about that? Because I didn't realize that that's online dating. It's like DMs. I did.
Yeah,
talk to
facts.
somebody
That's
once
true.
in my DMs. Don't cut back and date nobody.
Did
But I'm just saying, I did it once. It was years ago, and I didn't like it.
No,
I didn't want to do it again.
real connections.
I
Like,
didn't like it.
I'm blessed to have a real connection. Right now, we're just kind of going through knowing each other and knowing what's best for each other, because it's easy to love somebody the way that you love, but you have to love somebody according to how they want to be loved. So it's like, if I know you need this, I that's what I want to, that's what I want to give you, but it cannot compromise me of who I am at the same time. And love just flows. Like, it's good. Everybody has conflict, but I think, things like disrespect and just talking down. Like, I heard this lady straight bitch this dude in the DMV. She was like, I was like, she called me a whole bitch. I was like, damn, like, that's your woman. And to me, that's not good. It's not healthy. That's not, no toxic shit. So that's where I'm at. If you slide into my DMs, if it's not business, I probably won't respond, just because I don't know who's fake, and people are. You do not know.
Imposters.
You do not know how many people have told people they know me and don't know me. This girl told this girl, my babe went to get her nails done, and this girl basically told her that she knew me from 5th grade. I'm like, yo, that's lying. I never met her. Like, what you know me from no 5th grade?
Well, I went to school, no.
Come on, yo. Like, I didn't go. So people do that. Like, they do some crazy stuff. So if it's real, it's real, and I'll feel that connection. And that's all I'm about. A real. Yeah, I don't want no fake shit around me. Like,
I'm with you. Like, I'm not dating right now. Like, just, I ask everybody else their business. Yeah, I'm so content.
But you gotta have that focus.
I'm so straight. Options, plenty.
Yeah.
It's just like the connection needs to be there, the vision. I mean, I've been our men need to just, the vision need to be there, the emotional. They are way more emotional than we are. They haven't identified with that shit yet.
Men are very
and it's just
emotional.
like the petty, the insecurity, and it's like, I'm a boss, not really.
I think a lot of our men.
So, not to, it's some great guys out here. Wait, let me not, my brother lit, Diamond K might be lit, I don't know. I don't want to just make it
Diamond
like
K
I'm
say
coming.
he a good man. He can tell you
So
he's a good
it's
man.
still good men out there, but I need to work through some things, and I need a man with a vision. Like, I can't do nobody that wants you're supposed to be submissive. Nigga, but where you going? I need to know where you going, what time. I still get, and then I can submit. I gotta be comfortable enough to. So it's just no, I'm not with it.
The main thing is loving yourself. Like even I feel like even men are not really taught to love themselves.
Yeah,
Like no, like I just people. Period. Even though I don't deal with men in that type of way. But one thing I do
She
see.
like, no, be none of that. Hold on, wait,
girl. I can't help it. I was one of them little kids. I always like pretty with it. Like my whole life, my mom she does hair, and she still does hair. So I've been around the hair salon, so I always saw pretty women my whole life. But like you have to really truly love yourself, and the more that you love yourself, it'll go to other people. And one thing I learned, you cannot control. Please stop trying to control people.
You cannot.
No, that's not love.
Woman, it's not.
When you love somebody, you let them be.
So I'm good. Like I got so many lit ass friends and family.
What kind of friends you gotta be?
I like my friends are lit. Like I hope Will come through. I hope Will come through. Like like my friends is lit. Will is my friend.
Yeah.
I got good girlfriends and good family. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. Like I'm always busy. You know what I'm saying? My mother lit.
That's
like my mother's so
dope.
lit. My brother is hilarious. Like so I'm just always full and always busy.
That's
and I feel like it's gonna come. He's gonna pop up and I'm gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, you be ready for
Hey,
it.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be ready. It's gonna meet you
Right.
be ready for it. Like
I think with my 20s, I think a lot of people emotionally try to force things and, he gonna be the one, this is for me, this is for him, I'm gonna start this family with him. Because I'm like a family-oriented type of person, so I thought everybody was my boyfriend. I did. I'm a lover, you know what I'm saying? I thought everybody was my boyfriend, trying to make things work, trying to start some family.
Yo, I'm guilty of that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I don't know, like it's just something about this society, and they paint this picture that you're supposed to have this marriage and this, and I had to get to a point.
We programmed
That's why I brought it up.
way.
It was like this program that I had to undo. I'm good.
But I think when you sit in the space that you're in right now, that's when you actually attract that.
Get away.
That specific person. You feel me?
That's true. It's just like I'm good.
Getting all these lessons.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them.
And you building your empire, like this shit is lit. Like
Thank
look what you
you.
have going on. Bruh, I don't know if y'all seen this is the dopest. Yo.
So politics, we're gonna close it with I'm gonna ask you about politics, and we're gonna talk about your team and collaboration and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you get into politics or anything like that?
Let me tell you, everything in this country, everything, even from our parking laws, everything from our food supplies, what they allow in the grocery stores and what they don't allow, everything from the way money works and run is politics. People, that is something that we do not, I feel like as a people, indigenous people that are indigenous to America, and I'm going to just put that out there, and I'm going to let y'all research that, but we have to get into politics. Not this stuff that they have on TV with Donald Trump acting fool. That's clown. That's stuff to distract us. The politics, these are the people who are writing laws, basically business laws, basically saying this is what these people get, this is what your people get, this is what is allocated to you, these are the resources to build your stuff up. I'm into politics. Like we got Only1Theory is not just my name, it's also a LLC, because you have to have a business. Like I dare somebody try to use Only1Theory. Like no, it's you a whole business.
V-Mix is an LLC, just in case y'all try me.
Okay.
Try me. Catch your bite.
Facts. That's what you have to be there, and I would encourage everybody to even get involved in your local chamber of commerce, because the way people do is crowdfunding. So They get a lot of different funds from a lot of different places, bankers. It's so much money out there for minorities, for women,
And we
for
just sitting there going,
because
ways
we don't
know.
No, and we
Oh, Lord.
we don't take advantage of it.
My friend Will brought that up yesterday. He's
No.
talking about there's some money out there for
It
women
is so
in business.
much money
right
It's
now.
So much money. Every place has an urban redevelopment. Every city has an urban redevelopment. And if you can, I would encourage everybody to start buying land. Buy land in the country. I don't want to say too much, but if you can,
We talk.
start buying land.
You gonna say too much today?
Start
I'm
buying
gonna learn
some
today.
land. Yes.
So DJs, producers, collaborations. You said you have a team. Steph called you. Tell us about how Sincere is the partner. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Tell us about your team. Important about collaborations. How they can fall in, fall out. Include, stick. Get into your team and collaborations and stuff like that.
Yeah, like even One Wild Weekend, that's her name on Instagram. That's Lee. She does a lot of visually of photos, videos, makeup, everything like that. And as far as getting into the team, I mean, really just hit
You
me.
smiling on the inside, you smiling on the outside.
I can't give all my puzzle
Okay,
pieces
no.
because people.
I get you.
I know too many people who
I
would be
understand.
like trying to. I don't know. I don't like finessers and I don't like opportunists. Somebody said something to me. They gave me a number and he said instead of saying use it to your advantage, use it to your consciousness. And I think we like nowadays. I kind of move from a place of consciousness. So that's really what it is as far as the team is concerned. And if somebody wants to like do music or something like that, just let me know. Have a plan, put together. Let me know what you're rocking with, and
did the singing lead to the producing and the songwriting? How did it collide? How did the songwriting start before the singing? How did you get this? How did it collide?
So I've been writing ever since I was about 2 years old. I learned how to read at a very early age, reading everything from encyclopedias. And I would always have a lot on my mind, and my mom would always tell me to write it down. So I started probably writing as long as I was alive, basically. And I always was a writer, and I was always into music. I would write songs over her instrumentals. You know what I mean? Like even if she was listening to some The Chronic or Dr. Dre type shit, like I would, write like, just as a kid. And then once I grew into my own, I'm basically like, a 90s baby, so Ja Rule, that type. That was my generation. Like the 2000s, a lot of that music kind of shaped and defined me. So that's just is kind of how it happened. Right. Yeah, and I was a writer and I played in the band, so I did instrumentation. And how I got into producing was I really got tired of waiting for people to do things for me. Like I would go to the studio and I would have to wait for somebody to mix my song, or I would have to wait for somebody to hit me back about a beat. Or just, I don't like moving on other people's time that much. So, so I was like, man, I got YouTube. I could learn anything I want to learn. And that's what I ended up going to school for, also with audio engineering. So I actually have a degree in it. As I am audio production.
Would you tell somebody to get a degree in it since you have?
Hell no. Don't do that. I was able to get my school paid for. Honestly, even school itself, I would say if you want to get into that, the best thing to do is go to a studio and just learn it. Schools are great for paperwork if you wanna move in the system. Like there's certain institutions we have. Like America has a certain path for you. That's why we go to school up until we're 17. Then you have to go to college. Then after that, you get a job. Our whole lives were basically conditioned to work. That's why we go to school. The hours we go to school is programmed in us. So I say forget all of that. Go to the studio or link with a DJ, because honestly, even since I've known Jay, I think I know you since like 2015, 2014, something like that. It's been a minute, maybe 2013. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Help grow each other, it seems like.
Yeah, cause I like to get music that she'll play. Like certain songs are like, okay, I know this is just gonna be after the club when you chilling. You're gonna smoke a blunt to this song, cause I love marijuana. I'm a marijuana enthusiast. So a lot of my music come from a smoking place. Yeah, dealing with her, and then basically dealing with like a dancer. You know, they basically are like, okay, I could rock with this.
Oh, I get you. So that's how you get the know what you
Yeah, because I'm not a club
with.
person. I'm introverted. Like I meditate.
Like
I
this
be on
new
my own
single we
space.
just heard though.
Hey.
It's somebody moved to the club when you made it though.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about that today, please.
It's coming soon. If you
Okay.
come next weekend, they'll hear it.
All right, that's DC, right?
Yes.
What
What are you
send me the
doing?
address? I got a show from 11 to 12. DDM
cool.
coming through. DDM. He said.
That's
She
a-
said. He
Oh,
coming
dope,
through. Yeah,
dope.
he coming through.
Is that in the morning?
Yeah, it's 11 to 12. And then that's it. I can fight you though, DC.
So we could be your nightcap.
You feel me? Yeah, I can come up there. Alright, with my homie, my homie, what he was, somebody come with me.
All right, dope. Let
Yeah.
us know if we get you in.
So we got June 8th,
Yes.
701. No, give me the address.
June the 8th, 10:15 lounge.
10:15
Lounge.
What time?
Probably won't be till like 1 a.m. It opens at 10.
Oh, but y'all gonna get on the set. Okay, so 10
Get there
until.
late.
Get there late though.
If y'all
12
need, y'all
until
know.
12. Yeah.
Y'all-
Everybody right. I'm on that type of time.
I move on to Universe's time. I don't move
Okay.
on
It's
that
time to go.
and that shit causes me to be late. So if you know me, God need to get there.
But alright, so you don't work with Ashanti, Yo Gotti, Flo Rida. Who was out of all of them?
The dopest to me, the dopest song was probably Flo Rida. He killed that.
And you produced with them.
Yes, I got to do production on that, and I got to do some engineering on that also, which was the great experience and a great resume builder. Because people, unfortunately, you could work with 100 artists, but if you know, people want to know that you work with established brands and established names, you know. So, but that was fun. I like his verse was crazy.
Shout out to Flo. Okay, and Ashanti with sexy self.
She's on to
We
it.
about to close this show out. I
Yes.
thank you so much. You're so lit. You're so dope.
Thank you.
What do we need to know about you that we don't know besides you, the artist you were, everything that you got going on? Just let us know and drop your both of your contact information because we're about to close out.
Yeah.
What do you want the audience or your fans, everybody to know about you besides the music? Even though you're gearing up for something to be released soon, you got you out, you got lifestyle out, you got tattoo out, you got fall back out.
Yeah.
Besides that, who's Theory?
This is what I'll say. The music is a vehicle for a greater purpose. And the greater purpose of all of this, really and truly, is to spread love and light throughout this world. And it's so, people say it so much and it's so cliche, but I mean that with the deepest part of my essence and the deepest form of my heart. Like, love is the most powerful thing. It is transformative. And not only that, empowerment. I like now. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to empower a lot of people. And then even with that,
empowered me.
oh sis, you just hit me up.
Yeah.
This is my sister's brand. This is her
Lit.
clothing
I
line,
like that.
Carrots. Yeah, I
We're
know.
like good quality over there. They got no
Yes. She
They
get
got
this
no
made
Walmart
straight in
t-shirts.
Pakistan, baby.
Yeah.
This coming from Pakistan. You heard
I like
me?
that. I like
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
So what is it called? Carrots.
Yeah, Carrots and Company is dope.
Oh, tell her to make me a pink.
She got some.
Look at me.
Baby. Well, yeah, I got you.
That's lit.
We got the
I
R&B.
can promote it with one shirt. Like good villain I got on right now. Like
Dope. Yeah, I get you some gear.
that's what's up. So you have love, empowerment.
Really just love, and I wanna teach and share as much as possible, as much as people will allow.
You know, we need it. They want it.
Yeah.
I think people want to be led.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say that.
Start reprogramming your mind by neural beats. If you never heard of those, they are BINURAL beats. Start reprogramming. All of us. We need to reprogram our mind. We need to understand where we come from and where we're going, and that we good.
I think we good.
We good. I know it. It's
Copy the
down
contact
there.
information theory.
Only1Theory. Honestly, that's about the only contact information.
Only1Theory.
It's only the number one theory all together, and that's like on Instagram mostly.
Okay.
I got a Facebook now.
Oh, I tagged you in this?
You
on
did?
Facebook.
Oh, you did? You found the...
I don't play about mine. It's the V mix.
But let me tell you, I got like 3 catfish pages
But
on
this one,
Facebook.
I hope this got the one that I used for the flyer.
Okay, perfect. Then that's the real one. We just started that.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, it's the one, the picture was from the flyer.
Yes. Okay.
That's the right one?
That's the right one.
All right, bet.
The
All right.
other one's not Only One Theory.
Drop your contact information, we closing out.
It's Jay Sincere. It's DJ Jay Sincere.
She's so sincere.
Anything do we need to know anything about you besides you lit on it? She started with vinyl. Besides that, do we need to know anything else about you?
Nah,
Jay
man,
Sincere.
nah. Just go on all your streaming sites and put in Only1Theory, you know. That's all we
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's what's up. Go.
Baby's so
Hey,
lit.
y'all so lit. Y'all gotta come
she's
back.
so
I hope y'all want to come back. Your girl,
Yeah.
Miss B, host of the V Mix Radio Show. I will be here next Saturday with DDM. He said, she said, he said, she said. So he coming through, lit. I'm excited about that. Stay tuned for the back to school giveaway information. And yes, I'm having a birthday party, and y'all might be invited. I want to say it's not invited. Oh, happy birthday to my grandmother, Kat. Happy birthday to my aunt Lisa, June 2nd, June 3rd. Happy birthday to my homeboy Mario. Happy birthday to all the crazy Geminis.
Drea.
No.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
My sister Drea.
Yes. We out, right? That's enough. Yeah, all right, Diamond.